Okay, Eco,
Go ahead.
start cleaning whole house.
Okay, start vacuuming and mopping the whole house. Debit is refilling water for the mop now. I'm starting cleaning now. Returning to wash the roller mop. Let's start washing the roller mop with hot water. Back to the station for auto empty and washing roller mop. About to start auto empty. Let's start washing the roller mop with hot water. Let's start washing the roller mop with hot water.